So these are the fishing piers at Jones Beach on a cloudy day. Who is the person I should talk to? Is it these two? Is it this guy? These guys look interesting. Any bites? Nothing? Let's go to the guy at the fucking end of the pier. How you doing, man? I figured I would talk to the guy at the very end of the pier. I'm doing a project called You'll Wonder. I'm going up to people in parks in New York and asking them what they love about nature. Do they want to share what they love about nature?
I mean, I know I go fishing, I just do it for just spend some time, you know, being outside here. No.
You feel like talking about this, or?
I mean, yeah, why not?
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I like nature.
That's why I'm coming to places like this to talk to people about this, you know? When do you think one of the earlier times you just said, oh my God, this is really so special, this thing I'm looking at or doing in nature? Do you have anything?
Well, yeah, well, I used to go out with my parents, you know, do some camping. We miss that, you know what I mean, because
We're in like woods or?
Yeah, like in like woods and stuff, you know. So doing some camping with my family was great, you know.
How long would you stay out?
2 days, and we miss that, you know, because when we grow up, so everyone goes different ways, you know.
Yeah.
But
right, the family goes in different directions.
Yeah. But once in a while we just cry together and then spend some time, but not the same.
Yeah.
So now I guess it's my turn just to
do this.
My family. And
oh, right, to continue it on.
Yeah, exactly. I share this moment with my family, and really great, you know. But my kids are very little, still little,
too young. Okay.
Too young, so I hope in that one day just come with me, spend some time, and you know.
Yeah, it's important.
Right. I got last time I got like a 28 fry bass over there, and yeah, but they like the crab, you know.
Yeah.
They love that.
Oh,
that's the first time that I tried with the crab.
Crab is bait.
Because I saw the guy was on fire. He was just boom.
And pulling them right out.
Yeah. You know, every time you go somewhere like this, you learn something from them.
Yeah.
Like the locals from they came every weekend here.
Yeah.
I never see them fishing with the crabs.
So do you feel like over your lifetime that your relationship with nature has been growing?
It's been growing a little bit because we were growing plants and stuff, and then the guy, he was teaching me how to do it. I mean, at the beginning I said, this is easy to see, it's easy to do it, you know.
Yeah, right.
Water, it's not just like that, you know. There is actually.
So it was a nursery?
Yeah, and then.
What kind of plants were you growing?
Mums.
Yep.
It was a greenhouse, and it was really nice to work in there because, you know, some people don't care about the planet, but if that's the only planet we have to save it, right?
Yeah.
So, but we always were trying to, you know, do the right thing, put all the garbage where it has to be, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I guess if everybody do a little bit, you know, we can live a better place, right?
Yeah.
Keep
Yes.
clean the beaches.
Yeah. I'll put my hand out the window when I'm in traffic just to feel the breeze.
Yeah, I do that too. You know, when I'm driving,
Yeah.
I kind of go like that, put my hands in there, and then I can feel the wind blowing in my hands, and I feel like I'm alive. You know what I mean? I can feel that. That's really great.
That's great.
And some people do that too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I used to do it when I was a kid, and I forgot, and then I started doing it a couple of years ago, and I'm like,
you still do it.
I want to do this.
So this ecosystem is so perfect, and it's very delicate. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
everything's connected to everything.
Correct.
If
Right.
you hurt some kind of species, it's like a chain, you know. It's all around. Like when you some damage to the environment, it goes back to you sooner or later. You know what I mean?
Do you notice, like, in nature when there's like subtle changes, like you know, just how the water's moving or the clouds are moving?
Yeah, I mean, like a fall, you know, when the wind is blowing, the leaves are falling down, like you see, you had the awareness to say, oh my God, the fall is coming.
Fall
winter,
is here.
You start thinking winter's coming.
Yes.
And prepared, you know.
Yes. Right. So you're connected. So right. So that's interesting. So being connected to nature during the moments of switching seasons is a big deal.
Yeah, it is. We actually had the 4 seasons very, very strong.
Yeah, we can have 4 strong seasons. We're getting very different like responses. So in relationship to like fear of nature, right? So there's things in nature that, you know, are very scary, you know, fire and flood and all other things. So I've been asking people, do you think like the fear of nature affects your relationship and how close you can get with it because there's that fear factor? When there were lions, we used to really pay attention to nature because we didn't want to get eaten. So do you ever think about like how the fear factor affects you and your relationship with nature?
When you see the wing is like a very big storm, like you feel like, oh my God, this is natural, and I feel so tiny because when you see the whole picture, it's like doing really very strong.
So the bigger the wind, the smaller you feel.
Yeah, exactly. And then,
I like that. That's good.
And when everything is calm and everything, you just relax. But when something is wrong, like if something is like it's raining, when it's thunderstorm, like you are aware that you have to be careful.
You see it coming.
Yeah.
Like in a place like this, you could see it coming because you got all that view. Yeah, I've seen a couple of storms come my way, and I'm just thinking about it. I'm feeling the little adrenaline. So being aware of weather, local weather, and what it could mean. So have you ever been in a flood situation or like a blowdown where stuff was getting blown, like trees were getting blown down, ever like that?
I mean, we got Sandy. Like in Sandy, I remember that the second day we went to the Long Beach, there was everything, there was flood, and then you see the cars, boats on the middle of the street, and then you see, it was really bad, and I feel so sorry for the people who live there, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then just I was thinking about, well, if we prepare for this kind of situations, you know what I mean, so we prevent, you know, life, you know, and danger.
Yeah, Long Beach got it from the bay and the ocean. I ask people, what's their opinion of squirrels? Do you ever think about the squirrels?
Yeah, I mean.
What do you think about them?
The squirrels are very, you know, kind of. They work hard for the winter, you know. They fight everywhere to hide everything, and
Yeah, I love watching squirrels. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do. They're like these great athletes, right? They like go from tree to tree, elegant, you know, powerful, balanced coordination. And they're great family animals. They like take care of their family. They're very close, you know, they're not aggressive. But the thing that amazes me most about the squirrel is it figured out a way to live with us. So it's the only mammal that lives alongside us in cities and suburbs. All the other ones hide at night. The raccoons and the possum and the rats and the mice, they hide. But the squirrels, they're just like, hey.
I'm here, I'm not leaving.
I'm here, I'm not leaving.
If you learn to live with me, I'm gonna learn to live with you, you know what I mean? Yeah. I never see that point, but you're right.
So it evolved its cuteness, it's cute enough. You know, if it had a long, like a rat tail, that wouldn't have worked, because we don't like that look. So it's got a good look for us, humans.
They do.
You know, the fluffy tail, they prance around, they got that look. So I always like think, you know, if they evolved to not anger us.
They know that if you get close to us, it's gonna be a problem. So they keep the distance.
And they keep it.
Yeah, and then sometimes you just go around you, but they never get too close to us unless you take care from the baby.
Right, from a baby. Like when I'm sitting in the garden, I'll be really still, like, because whatever I'm doing, I'm not moving. And in the springtime, the babies aren't aware of the deal, and they'll walk right up to me. And it hasn't happened to me, but people have told me they've climbed on to you, not to hurt you, but just to like look at you. And that must be pretty amazing. I don't want to say talk to the squirrels, but do you ever do like, or like,
Yeah.
communicate with them?
Yeah, I guess once in a while.
Yeah.
You see the square, and you know.
It looks at you like.
Yeah, they look at you, and then you look at him, and like and so you start playing with him. Right?
Because that's like they're in the wilderness still, right? So that's a little bit of wilderness that they're wild, surviving at night, surviving in the winter. You know, they're planting oak trees, they're eating oak. You know, they're doing a pretty good job out there.
I went over there with a friend of mine.
Oh, near the bridge?
The bridge. We walked from here. We left the car there. We walked from here all the way there.
Ah, along the bay?
Along the bay.
It's a nice walk.
It took like 45 minutes to get there.
Yeah. Anything happening there? But it's a nice walk.
Yeah, it was a nice walk. It was like an adventure for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. People want to get out of the house with the.
I think that's
get out.
only reason because
it's a healthy place to be out.
You know how difficult it is for now.
I know.
For everybody.
Yeah.
And then I spent like a month and a half in my house.
Yeah.
And then, you know, once in a while I like to do this one because I get out of the house.
Yeah. It's very important. It's like that's part of nature curing us, you know. So they're sitting in the park, this older couple. You could tell they're wealthier, you know, kind of deal. And I said, you know, I'm talking to people, you know, about what they love about nature and the parks. And since you're out in nature, this is good. He goes, I'm not out in nature. Like he's sitting there in the park, you know. And I go, well, here you are. You're out like at the park. He goes, well, we didn't come here because it was nature. And I go, well, why did you come? He goes, to get out of the house. So it took us a little while to get to, and then he realized, I think, you know, all right, I needed the nature, you know. So
I'll take a look.
You will wonder. And you did wonder. You wondered with me, man. It was great.
Good to talk to you.
Yeah, man. Peace. All right. Well, I really appreciate you sharing with me, man.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you.
He has 5 friends. Kid gave me some dirty look. Let's see. Will you fly? Oh. Don't bother you. Don't bother me, I don't bother you. He was a guy I wanted to talk to.